to galacticconnection.com, one of the most popular blogs on the World Wide Web today for alternative news. Stay tuned for the latest information on our world shift from enslavement to galactic involvement, as well as current intel on any blockages impeding us from our sovereign birthright. Knowledge and self-mastery are key at this time. Our commitment is to present you with the latest breaking conspiratorial articles, off-world messages, exopolitics, cutting-edge technologies and sciences, and also an ever-significant intertwining of spiritual support and metaphysical scope that one needs to dive down the rabbit hole in search for truth with balance. We are truly on the horizon of a new golden age filled with the promise for more love, worldwide peace, and accelerated intuitive skills, where every living being can exist in cohesion and abundance. It is whatever we envision and dream this new world to be. I say to you now, let's redefine the new world to the beginnings of our own precious heaven on earth. Galactic Connection is here to provide the pulse of Mother Earth through an eclectic range of interviews each Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 4:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Station 2 on BBS Radio, expanding your perspectives on how we can once and for all take back our freedoms, our joy, and our connection with our mighty I Am presence. Our intention remains true to connect hearts and minds everywhere in order to obtain global unity and galactic and universal acceptance. Our discussions will continue to cover anything to do with galactic society and our involvement with our galactic brothers and sisters. Our guests are experts in their fields, and our radio shows have been coined as some of the most thought-provoking out there. In addition to our daily blog, which runs 365 days a year, we also offer a realm of healing services such as our world-renowned implant removal processes, our spiritual past life clearings, our galactic violet ray alchemy from Alexandra, who shares in the lineage of Merlin, and other cutting-edge healing technologies. Check our site out at galacticconnection.com now, sending you a wave of light, love, and inspiration, and a personal hug and thank you for listening to our Galactic Connection radio show and visiting our blog today. Hi everybody, I'm Alexandra Meadors and I'm from galacticconnection.com, and I am so privileged to be here today. It's Sunday, November 25th at the COBRA 2012 conference. And what I wanted to do was get some exit interviews on some of the people that have attended this conference to give you an idea of what has been shared, what is being experienced, and what you can look forward to if you were to attend in other various parts of the world. So I have Annette over here with me, and Annette, I just wanted to ask you, what kind of experience are you having from this conference?
Yeah, well, I find this experience incredibly validating. I've been seeking the truth my whole life, and recently, about in April or May of this year, found COBRA's website, and it validated a lot of things I was hearing other places. But it had a resonance of truth that I wasn't feeling other places.
Yes.
And I sort of would cross-check it with other things I was hearing, and sometimes I would think I was off my rocker to believe these things, but when I read what COBRA writes, it feels so true.
It hits you right there,
it
right?
Really
it's
does.
Like the core of your truth.
It really does. And then to meet him in person, I was a little scared that I would be disappointed, actually, or that I would lose what I was feeling by reading his blog online, and that is not the case.
It's like we've been looking for this for so long. We've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah. And it just really, meeting COBRA in person validates my intuition that what he is talking about is real. And I feel like I'm getting the tools to be able to spread that information.
Very good.
And
so how do you think you'll take that, from here?
I'm thinking there's one other person here that's from my area, and I might start a meetup. I want to talk to her about doing a meetup, and just because it is nice to not feel alone with this information, because a lot of people don't want to hear about it, There's a lot of non-believers, so just to be, comparing notes with someone else who is kind of on the same page would be really joyful.
Well, great.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. Because that's what we're here to do, is to spread the light and spread the word and get it out so that people, especially in the spiritual community, will move forward
in their mission or their purpose or their drive, so that we're not still sitting in our caves worried about should we come out. You know? So, well, thank you, Annette.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have lovely Deborah who sang beautiful music for our group today, and I just really wanted to, actually, first of all, I wanted to thank you for what you brought to this group, because your essence is so clear and clean, and your toning and everything that we've done. But I also wanted you to tell us how this has influenced you. How do you feel like it's different than any other seminars you've been to?
Well, for me, I've been following the Yellow Brick Road for a while and the breadcrumbs, and I think I'm close to the real city now.
Right on.
What's happened
Almost there, folks.
Everything has culminated to this part of what COBRA is talking about. Tears of knowing have shed through me and flowed through me, for me to know that this is my next step and in the evolution of this planet and my own being. So I'm so grateful. And if it wasn't for this, and I didn't even know really what it was about, if you wanted to know the truth, but it's so exciting for me. I feel that this vortex of energy that we placed today was for hope for this region.
Yes,
so
that's a good
clear.
point.
It really hoped that that's what I was given, and because this aspect we did work here, not just what we'll be all doing in the future. And I know that I will be an emissary for the Pleiades.
You already are.
Yes, and well, they came to me as a child. So I know that this is my next step, but I didn't know I was going to do that aspect.
Yeah.
He pronounced it, and like I said, the flow of the energy came in to let me know this is my next step.
So you are definitely someone who's been researching consciousness and spirituality for a long time. We talked a little bit about that. What do you feel is the pearl of wisdom that you have learned today that was different than any other time?
Well, the whole aspect of the fact that I feel I'm from the Pleiades, which I never was seeking that,
Yes.
but the knowing of that has grounded me in knowing what I'm to do.
Right.
So that's one of the kernels. There's so many aspects. That it's
so many
like
layers.
There's so many layers.
And this conference has really created a whole new definition of stepping into your soul family.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've never felt this connection with these people. Like, we are truly supposed to be connected today.
Absolutely.
You know, this weekend.
Absolutely. And I was impressed that we were all from Pleiades, and he did confirm that. And I've had so many ahas, it's really hard to completely speak of everything. But the gratitude in my heart is so great.
Oh, I know.
So great.
Well, thank you so much. And do we have permission to record you and put it on the website?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
So it's great to find a male that's going to tell us how he feels about this conference. Thank you, Ed, for stepping up to the plate.
I will try.
I would like to just hear some of your feedback as far as how has this shifted you, especially from a masculine standpoint. You know, what do you feel that you can take away today, especially for the male population with the goddess energy?
Well, I must admit that as a part of the male population, I don't know how representative I am. I probably am for those of us who are on the truth path. But
Definitely.
yeah, I mean, it is probably not my foremost goal, but I'm very cognizant of developing the feminine aspect of myself.
Good.
I probably unconsciously for a long time, but since I have been communicating with all of you type of people, more,
I love it.
more consciously, at least
Right.
I understand kind of what's going on and happening and stuff.
Understand our vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels good, doesn't it? Like you've returned home.
That is exactly it. I was just talking with my daughter. My daughter attended with me, which is
Awesome.
wonderful.
I didn't realize that's right. I remember now.
She's the one with the dreads.
Yes.
But I have just been overwhelmed with the people who are here, they are, it is like being home because there is no defensiveness. There is no expectations placed upon you when you meet people. There's an openness. You know, people are willing to meet your needs, but they don't go overboard to try to meet your need. You know, it's just very natural.
There's such an acceptance.
An acceptance.
Like, even if you're being bizarre and weird, like I've been, nobody thinks I'm bizarre and weird.
Yeah, well, they may think you're weird.
Maybe they don't think so, but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because that's you.
Nobody cares. Right?
Yeah, because that's you.
Right.
And Rob's Rob. Yeah. But the guy wears the pyramids on his head.
Yeah, right.
But that was just an initial reaction.
Right.
But you know, if he ever got called back to the spaceships like he talks about,
sure.
and decided to be there, I would ask him if he could come back because we need him.
Oh,
and,
he's amazing.
But anyway, yes, that
but we
is.
need you too. And I'm so grateful that you came.
Thank you.
Seriously, it's really important to allow the male population to step into just what you said, just feeling comfortable to just be. You know, you guys have been so conditioned. We got to do. We got to support. We got to survive. We got to provide a paycheck.
Wow, you're right.
We got to, you know what I mean? You guys are so drilled, and it's just so cool to see
fried.
and watch you guys.
You get very fried that way.
Yeah, you do. For a lot of stress, but also thank you, Ed. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, not without thinking about it. That's, just, that's what comes up.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Eduardo, if we use some of this on the website, is that okay with you?
That's fine, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Hello. Your name again is?
Eugene.
Eugene. I have Eugene here, and he has attended the COBRA conference.
Okay.
And I wanted to ask you, how do you feel that this has really transformed your life so far? I know we're kind of early in the day of Sunday.
Yeah, it's very transformative for me. So much information, new information, I would say fresh information that you haven't seen or read anywhere else. And it's very realistic, it's very grounded, so something that you can also apply in this period of time.
That's a really good point. It's very grounded.
Yes.
Yes. And so how do you feel you'll be able to apply this information to your life?
Well, I'm already doing something. I'm doing a little bit of healing, and I got a little bit of group, so I would definitely transmit this to them.
Excellent.
And do something.
Great.
Whatever the higher self tell us what to do.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Hi, everybody. I have Janet here, and I just wanted to see how Janet has been feeling from this conference and the effect it's had on her this weekend. What are you thinking that this will stimulate in you?
Well, this is something we've all been waiting for, is some kind of positive paradigm for existence, for us to shift from this Illuminati, cabal-based reality, which is not serving 99% of us. There's the 1% that's just on the top, and they're living a high life, and the rest of us are struggling with food and basic things like water and no jobs, or even what feels good to do for, they might have a job, but it's a dead-end thing, and it doesn't feel good. So this is a hope, new hope for humanity, for alternatives, for a new cosmology, a new paradigm, for everybody to have a win-for-all society that will respect consciousness, allow us to live in a civilized, conscious civilization where everybody's basic needs for food, water, clean air, healthy food, not GMO modified foods, shelter that's comfortable, warm, all these things are going to be met with this new paradigm. I really, hoping, praying, manifesting, doing everything I can to bring it into existence. And so I'm hoping that everybody gets around this. I really want to see 12-21-12. I think that we're already gathered for 12-21-12. And so if we can anchor this paradigm and go viral from this day forward, all of us doing our blogs, and we can actually make it happen. What is it, 20 days from now?
Yeah, and I also think you've been talking a lot about hope, and I think one of the distinct differences with this conference is the hope kind of insinuates that it could possibly happen. Like you hang on to that. I'm actually feeling
as if I know it's happening, even
Right.
more so than I did before. Do you agree with
Well,
that?
that's what the whole thing about
Yeah.
manifestation. It's like you have the concept, the idea, and then you act on it. You embrace it, you own it, you believe it, you conceive it. What you believe, you conceive,
It's a big process.
and you bring it in and you do action. So that's what the call for action was, to go put it into the blogs, into the YouTubes. And so I'm not sure how we do this with the non-disclosure, but I guess we can talk about the concepts and theories. And so everybody getting in your piece, we're all important. Each and every one of us has to
Definitely. This is a tapestry.
the tapestry.
Everybody has their purpose.
Right. So
Okay, great.
maybe what we can see in, what's your website,
GalacticConnection.com.
galacticconnection.com, and maybe call for action, what we can do, anything that's allowed to go up there, the YouTube videos, these talks, and we can just all start Facebooking to these different, if you have embed codes, however you do it. And
So if you can't already tell, this is fired Janet up big time.
Yes.
Well, thank
So,
you, Janet. I
thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much, and I love you.
I know, I love you too. Thanks. Okay, this is Kundera, and he has come to the conference this weekend. And I noticed your participation with the group, and it's very special. I feel like you're bringing a very important essence of the male energy, really in touch with the goddess energy. And I just wanted to know what you thought about that.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying the conference. COBRA is the real thing. I don't impress easily at all, but I have been quite impressed with the presentations and the exercises and the meditations.
Yeah, and so what do you think you're going to be taking away from this? Like, in your real world with other males, and do you have a corporate job?
I do have a corporate job.
So how do you think this is going to change the way you're approaching that?
I will be more patient, and I will be paying more attention to my heart and what it feels like before I talk. And I'll probably be talking less impulsively.
That's fantastic. And is there anything else you think you have to say as far as telling other people about this conference? Like, why would they want to come?
If you really want to know the truth, at least from, and how to access it from within yourself, this is a good place, because I find that I've known a lot, but I resonate a lot with the information that's been provided, a lot more than other places I've been to.
Well, thank you, Kundera. I appreciate it. Hi, Raisa. I'm so glad you came to COBRA, because you have truly been one of the brightest lights in the group, and I am glad I was able to pull you aside today. I would like to know how you feel this information is impacting you. I know you sounded like you're pretty well informed there, so what is this doing for you, the information that's been portrayed here today?
Thank you. Amazing information. Knowledge is power. When we know, when it becomes part of our nature, then we act upon it. Then there is no doubt that no one can sway you away with their opinions. And this, just like the gentleman before me said, it was very grounding. It is very grounding. And taking responsibility for yourself, for your loved ones, for the community of human beings. This planet is very little. So I took responsibility. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Yes. And you will know what to do.
Yes.
And there is an incredible, beautiful group of people here. And to connect to that group and feel that you're not alone. Because I was sitting in front of the computer learning everything. And I thought, my gosh, this is what I wanted all my life. This is my childhood dream. That's what it is.
That's so
This dream is becoming reality. And just like COBRA says that you take responsibility. You become that dream.
Yes.
Yes, you walk the dream.
Right.
You dream the dream.
You become the victory of the light dream.
Yes.
Each individual person. We're all vortexes of light. We're here to add our piece. It doesn't matter what we do, we have something to add to this mosaic of victory.
And most importantly is taking action.
Yes.
Because ideas are great, but every day, if we can take an action towards that, whether grounding yourself or helping a friend or just anything will help.
Okay, so today is November 25th, 2012, and I have with me Marcia here. And I wanted to ask you, Marcia, how are you feeling about the COBRA 2012 conference event?
I am very excited and honored to actually participate in this because I feel like this is a very powerful, we have a lot of power as a group, that we can bring in the energies, the goddess energies that will liberate the planet. And I'm excited for the first time that there is actually a positive and hopeful future. Many of us have had very difficult challenges in life, and it's really heartening for me to know that there is a lot we can do as an individual and as a group to help bring about this liberation. And this is such a momentous time in history. It's just wonderful to be a part of it.
Awesome. So how do you feel this is different from any other conferences you've been to? Because I know you frequent a lot of the UFO conferences.
I basically go to a lot of the UFO conferences for the contact with other people who are of like spirits, like minds, and for sharing information. This is different because there's very specific instructions on what we can do to actually take action to bring about and manifest the positive future that we all want. So it's more of a hands-on experience. It's more with working with energy, activating the portals. It's an active conference, whereas before it was more, information exchange. And
right. This is a really good combination of both.
Yeah.
The intel
and
the experience.
The energies of this group are completely harmonized, and that's different from other conferences. Like when we all shared yesterday, there was such love and such harmony expressed among people, and it was just a great, warm feeling to be a part of that.
Awesome. Well, thank you.